These aren't necessarily the best horror books I've ever read, but it's horror books that actually scared me. I read horror all the time. I love horror books, but it takes a special something to actually make me go, I'm not sure if I want to keep reading this. Number one, no, not these aren't in order. So we would have Dark Matter by Michelle Paver. It's about a guy in the Antarctic where it's going to be nighttime for months. And then just as it starts getting dark, he realizes that he's not alone on the island. And that was frightening. Next, I am actually going to use two examples from one writer, John Langan. He wrote one called a book called The Fisherman, which I have a bit of a fear of like things under deep, deep water. And so it's a fisherman pulling stuff up from the water. And I was reading the book going, I could really do if he stopped pulling that up from the water now. And then he had a book of short stories called The Wide Carnivorous Sky and Other Monstrous Geographies, which is possibly the best book title of all time. And in that there's a novella called Mother of Stone. And it's the slow build. Like it starts off not too frightening, but it's the build and build and build of stuff that by the end I was really disturbed. Then The Book's Blood by Clive Barker, just because it's too much. It's same thing. It's kind of like novellas. That's where Candyman comes from. But it's the hopelessness of it. Like he's ruthless. He kind of doesn't care about his protagonist. He just slaughters him or does horrible things to him. And it was a feeling like nobody's safe. And then there's another one. It's a slow build. It's by Anne Rivers Siddons. It's called The House Next Door. The same thing. It's basically about a cursed house. The horrible things happen to everyone that moves in. But it was the accumulation that by the end, I was kind of going through the depressive episodes. Maybe that's why it freaked me out as well. But by the end, I was going, I'm a bit sorry I read that. But then the granddaddy of them all is M.R. James. There's no better ghost story writer, in my opinion, in the whole world. There's even a moment where, in one of the short stories, where there's a man reading a book in the library and he puts his hand on what he thinks is the kind of table beside him, and then the table stands up underneath his hand, and I actually went like that with the book when I read it. So, not necessarily the best horror books ever written, but horror books that scared me.
Listen to Petrified wherever you get your podcasts.